They wanted a change in their lives, and groups formed in order to make what they wanted possible. Taking to the streets their arguments, they wanted to make something better. They heard about revolutions that went on in other parts of the Middle East, and they heard about the fights in their neighboring countries as they listened to their stories as they spread across the region. In a country where schools can be bribed to admit students, hospitals are bribed in order to let in patients, and even where the police force can be paid off to ignore crimes and escape punishment. Known as Muammar Gaddafi, he was in charge of the country for almost more than 4 decades. He was added to the list as Middle East officials who took more than actually gave back to the people. The Libyans wanted him out, and fought however they could to do so. In the 8 months that they fought, 25,000 lives were lost, including innocent civilians who just happened to be there. 50,000 people were left injured because of violent attacks and bombings placed on the protesters. 4,000 people went missing, their whereabouts unknown by their families and friends who grieved their loss. Even though all they've sacrificed and everything they gave up to fight, they found that their struggle wasn't over yet. Their reasons to revolt was because of low wages and a corrupt government that stole more than they gave back, and they thought that if they'd won, they'd be able to change that. But even though they managed to do that, not much has changed. They managed to take down their leader, but now they have new problems. The Libyans are now at mercy of their own militia, who have taken charge of the law in Libya and have shot down protesters who do anything against them. These same militia have taken over oil revenues, which the country is dependent on, and they've disrupted exports, making no money go to the people. This has cut off public salaries, leaving the country in an economic crisis. And for the past 2 years, Libya has been falling silently into a deep crisis. No one has been able to stop the groups of militia, and no official authority has been placed over Libya, leaving the country in complete lawlessness. The country in Libya is in such a state that with the number of militia that are outside of the government control, Libya is threatened to become known as a failed state. And with the people constantly leaving the country, the fate of Libya is unknown. And they're not alone. Other countries in the Middle East are going through similar events, all of them needing help.
Created using Powtoon.